Hey gang, it's Delty from DeltyIsGaming.com here, and I want to do a new video series called Tamriel A to Z. The point of this series is to take you step by step by step in all things Tamriel. That means I will be starting a new character that I'll be playing on the consoles. Starting on the PC, we'll be transferring it. So I'm going to show you all of the new stuff, assuming you don't know anything about this game. That starts first with today's episode, which is buying the game, get it activated, and start playing. Why am I doing this? Why should you watch? If you're new to the game, or you're thinking about consoles coming on the game, or maybe even PC coming back to the game, or anything about Elder Scrolls, this is your step-by-step guide. So feel free to lock into this series. I'm going to be updating it pretty regularly, trying, once a week at least, to show you something. So that means activating the game all the way to being max level, if I have enough time by June 9th. So stick with us. This episode specifically is going to show you how to buy the game, which some of you probably already know how to do, but if you don't, you're curious on how to get it activated and started, let's get started. So where do you go to buy the game? There's a lot of different places. If you're a console player, obviously you're probably going to go into a physical store and buy it. Or you can help me out by giving me a small kickback on a referral code. First thing you do is go to twitch.tv/DeltyIsGaming. And you scroll down into my About section, About Me, and you'll notice there's a key here, G2A. It's a great place to buy games, and they give you codes that you can start activating. So if you want to help me out, go to this and click this link. If you don't, feel free to buy it on Amazon, Elder Scrolls Store, even going into a store and getting a copy on the shelf. Either way, purchase it. For those of you that click this link, you're going to be taken to another screen here. This screen shows you what it's going to cost to buy. The price of this is going up dramatically. I think last week it was only 20 bucks. You can see it's already risen, so it's probably a good time to purchase this game. So click the Buy Now screen, which will take you to your email. You'll get an order confirmation. As you can see, Deltia Hausman. No, that's not my real name. You're going to get a little email here with your order confirmation, and it's going to say your items have shipped. Get your key. For me, I bought 3 copies of the game as giveaways for my stream, so that's why I have that. Once you get that, all you do is click your key, whichever one you want. You're taken to another screen, which I blobbed out the key here so you guys can't use it. And that's how you get your key. Now that we got our key, we want to go to ElderScrollsOnline.com, and we get to this little lovely screen with an age gate. So make sure you type in your exact age. Elder Scrolls, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Get behind the age gate. You have to be older than 18 to buy this. Oh, pre-order the PS4 Xbox now. No, we're already going to buy. Or you can click Buy Now for those that want to buy it here. Buy Now. Either way, you need to go to this account in the top left corner. It's going to load, and you're going to notice, don't have an Elder Scrolls Online account. You need one to play or purchase the game. Hit Create Now. This is going to go through your basic demographic information, choosing your name, Billy Bob 123. Check availability. Not available? Someone took Billy Bob 123. Okay. A lot of people bought this game. Country of residence, date of birth, same sort of thing. Name, confirmation email, security question, and then your license agreements, terms of service. You're not going to hack. You're not going to do that stuff. You sign up here, create an account. So once we got an account created, then we need to go in and redeem the code. Alright, we're at my account screen here, and I want to show you some really cool and important information working left to right. Number 1 is redeem code on the left hand side, the red box. This is where you click and enter your code, whether you bought it on G2A, you bought it on in a store, or you bought it on the website. You're going to have to click here, go into another screen, and type in that long code. Make sure you type it correct. After you get done with that, you're going to have to enter in some other information and come back into the account info section. A tip here is my user ID is Deltia. Now, you might think that the user ID is only used outside of the game, but that's not true. This is what you'll be known as called your @name in game. You want to make sure this matches your gamer tag. For me, I was lucky enough to put Deltia. Some people put hot dog wiener buns 47, and now anytime they want to be a whisper in game, you have to go @hotdogs47 whisker buns or whatever I just said. So make sure it's a good name that you don't want to change right away, because it will suck to try to whisper you and with some derpy name. Going on the other side, you can see on the right, member since January 29, 2014. So I've been riding dirty with ESO for a long time, and I plan to continue. Going below, manage subscription. So if you buy game time, it's going to be 60 days and your time will expire. But for me, I like the recurring subscription model. So if you were going to subscribe to the game, maybe on PC and that ESO Plus, this is where you do it. And also you could manage subscription to unsub if you wanted to. So then you go here to download game on the right side. This is where you can download the game and get the patcher to start patching, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Also, there's a guide right below that on how to install the PTS, which is very important if you want to test the server like I do. So let's go to that screen and show you how that's done. After you hit the download button on the previous screen, you're going to have to click your internet browser download section and pull up the file that says install ESO. What this is going to do is install the patcher or the client system, which I have pulled up on screen here. I've highlighted some key areas in it, and I want to explain what it does, which is really keeping your game current so that way you can play without having crashes. You have all the same information others players do. So it's a patching system that makes sure your game matches what the server does. Working left to right, let's talk about what this is and why it's important to know it. Games, the Elder Scrolls Online NA, that stands for North American. Now you'll notice below it I have Elder Scrolls Online PTS, Public Test Server. That's if you want to test the content. So there's two things to upload and there's two things to click on to keep current. Now, by default, it's going to go to the live server or North American. Just know you have to enable that to get the PTS to show. On the right hand side, you'll notice Realm Status Online. That means it shows you in game, or outside of the game rather, if the server is up to be played. Currently, Mondays are usually patch days. I don't know how it's going to be handled with all three game systems, but that's how it is now. You'll have game options here, which just does a couple things, basically auto update. And then at the top section, account, store, support, patch notes. Patch notes is a really good thing to click on if you're looking for the latest news or what's changed in game. Back top right, you got the big cog there. That's how you change your North American to European server, your language, and then also to allow the PTS to show on the left hand side. The center bottom line, if you do have a patch, that's going to basically run and tell you how long it is, how big it is, and the estimated time you should have until it's done. And then, oh my god, yes, we get to play the game after it's done downloading. If this is your first time buying the game and uploading it, expect a long time. I don't know what internet you guys have, but you're looking at an hour or two before it fully patches. Some people can take a day. Either way, get it downloading, get it rocking and rolling, and be current, and let's hit the play button. I remember the first time I clicked this and how excited I was doing the opening cinematic. Make sure you watch it. The very first time you load it, you're probably going to have a couple things that pop up. You're going to have an agreement that you need to read through and click. If you agree, that's just a terms of service thing. You're also going to have maybe the first initial movie, if you will, cinematic trailer, which is with Theron, who's awesome, by the way. And then you're going to be brought to this screen. So we're not going to get into the details of this yet. That's what I want to do in part 2, is explain how to start the game, how to pick your race, how to pick your class, what's the differences to make this adventure really fun for you long term. So this is the screen to get you to the bare minimum to start the game. You got your user ID, you got your password, we've already set those up. That's how we log in. So with this, you're ready to play the Elder Scrolls Online. Tune into part 2 to learn about all the classes, the races, what you should pick based on your playstyle. You can be effective doing anything in Elder Scrolls Online, and I like that it allows you to basically, not be fit into one role. If you pick a class, you're not only a tank, but you can heal, you can DPS, you can do it all. It gives you freedom to pick what you want. That being said, there are specific classes that do things a little bit better than the others. So tune in, part 2 in Tamriel A to Z. Thank you for watching as always.